Today we are going to discuss about the torque acting on a rotating body. Torque is a physical quantity which is responsible for the rotational motion of the body. When two equal and opposite forces acting at two different points of a body, then it is called as torque. Torque रोटेशनल मोशन के लिए रिस्पॉन्सिबल होता है. टॉर्क दो फोर्सेस का कॉम्बिनेशन है, दो इक्वल फोर्सेस लेकिन जिनका डायरेक्शन अपोजिट होगा. टू इक्वल एंड अपोजिट फोर्सेस. दिस टू इक्वल एंड अपोजिट फोर्सेस एक्टिंग एट टू डिफरेंट पॉइंट्स. बॉडी के दो अलग अलग पॉइंट पर एक्ट होते हैं. एक सिंगल बॉडी के दो अलग अलग पॉइंट पर एक्ट होते हैं. सो डेफिनेशन इज दैट टू इक्वल एंड अपोजिट फोर्सेस एक्टिंग एट टू डिफरेंट पॉइंट्स ऑफ ए बॉडी, एंड दिस इज रिस्पॉन्सिबल फॉर द रोटेशनल मोशन ऑफ द बॉडी. दिस इज कॉल्ड एज द टॉर्क. इसको हम लोग टॉर्क कहते हैं. सो फॉर्मूला ऑफ द टॉर्क बिकम्स torque is equal to 1 of the force into perpendicular distance between two forces. In this case we have to find the torque acting on the rotating body. So let us consider a body which is rotating about an axis with constant angular acceleration. It is rotating with constant angular acceleration. So for that, let us consider a body axis is passing through the point O. This body is rotating with constant angular acceleration. So here you have to show alpha. This body consists of n number of particles. So let us consider m1 is the mass of first particle, m2 is the mass of second particle, m3 is the mass of third particle, and mn is the mass of nth particle. Let us consider the first particle is at a distance r1 from the point O. R2 is the distance of second particle from the point O, and R3 is the distance of the particle, that is third particle, from the point O. When this body is rotating about its own axis, that each and every particle of the body possesses the circular motion, and hence it possesses the linear velocity. So it possesses linear acceleration. So it possesses the force. Let F1 be the force acting on the first particle, F2 is the force acting on the second particle, and F3 is the force acting on the third particle, and similarly Fn is the force acting on the nth particle. We know linear acceleration A is equal to R alpha. This is the formula which shows the relation between linear acceleration and angular acceleration. A is equal to R alpha. Now for the first particle, acceleration is a1, distance is r1, but alpha is constant. For second particle, acceleration is a2, distance is r2, and this alpha is the constant angular acceleration. Then for third particle, acceleration is a3, distance is r3, and alpha is constant angular acceleration. Similarly, for nth particle, we can write an, distance is rn, and again alpha is the constant angular acceleration. So these are the linear acceleration acting on each and every particle of the body, which body is rotating about its own axis with the constant angular acceleration. Now we have the formula for force is equal to mass into acceleration. The force acting on the first particle is given by F1 is equal to mass of first particle is m1, acceleration of first particle is a1. So F1 is equal to m1 a1, but a1 is given r1 alpha. So F1 is equal to m1. In place of a1 we have to take r1 alpha. So formula for the force F1, that means force acting on the first particle, is equal to m1 r1 alpha. Now we can find out for the second particle. So for second particle, this formula becomes F2 is equal to mass of second particle is m2, distance is r2, and again alpha. For third particle, this formula is F3 m3, F3 is equal to m3, distance is r3, and this is alpha. Now this formula can be written for the n particle. So for n particle, force is acting Fn is equal to mass of n particle is mn, distance is rn, and again this is alpha. Now according to the definition of torque, two equal and opposite forces are acting at two different points. जैसे हम लोग यहाँ पर ये बॉडी ले रहे हैं, this is the first point at which force F1 is acting, this is the second point at which force F2 is acting. Now in this case F1 is equal to F2 because according to the definition of torque, two equal and opposite मतलब जैसे यहाँ पर ये डाउनवर्ड डायरेक्शन में लग रहा है या अपवर्ड डायरेक्शन में लग रहा है, that means we can say that these are equal and opposite forces acting at two different points. जैसे यहाँ पर ये point A हो गया, यहाँ पर point B हो गया, दो different point पर लग रहा है, and it is acting on the same body. Definitely this body get rotating about its own axis. ये body जो है वो rotation करेगा, मतलब इस body का rotation इस प्रकार से होगा. So according to this, we can write torque is equal to one of the force into perpendicular distance between two forces. The distance between these two forces is denoted by here d, मतलब यहाँ से लेकर यहाँ तक ये डिस्टेंस हो गया दोनों के बीच में. तो ये परपेंडिकुलर डिस्टेंस हो गया, F2 के साथ में 90 डिग्री बना रहा है, F1 F1 के साथ में भी 90 डिग्री बना रहा है. So this distance, that is AB, is the perpendicular distance. Here distances are given in r1, r2, r3 up to rn. So this formula becomes torque is equal to one of the force. Here you can take force F, distance r level. This is for the first particle. Tau 1 is equal to F1 into R1. So tau 1 is equal to, what is the formula for F1? M1 A1. That means finally M1 R1 alpha. So M1 R1 alpha, and this is multiplied with R1. So formula becomes tau 1 is equal to M1 R1 square alpha. This is the torque acting on the first particle. Now for second particle, in similar way, we can find out torque for the second particle. Tau 2 is equal to M2 R2 square alpha, and for third particle, it is tau 3 is equal to M3 R3 square alpha, and this formula can be written for the nth particle. So for n particle, this becomes tau n is equal to mn multiplied with rn square and alpha. These are the torque for the individual particles. But here you have to find the expression for torque acting on a rotating body. So now finally we can write torque acting on a rotating body is tau is equal to tau 1 plus tau 2 plus tau 3 up to here tau n. Substituting formula for tau 1 m1 r1 square alpha, tau 2 m2 r2 square alpha, tau 3 m3 r3 square alpha, and for tau n mn rn square alpha, we get you can take common alpha. So formula becomes m1 r1 square plus m2 r2 square plus m3 r3 square up to mn rn square, and alpha is common. But in this case, this is the summation of I is equal to 1 to n mi ri square, and this is multiplied with alpha. This is called as the moment of inertia, which is denoted by I, and the formula becomes torque is equal to I alpha. This is an expression for the torque acting on the rotating body. Thank you.